usual. Hello there, and welcome to episode 59 of my series, where I try to play the towns, cities, and urban areas of Norway perfectly on Geoguessr. That is, making a Geoguessr score of 25,000 points for each episode. Today we have gone up slightly north along the coast from where we were yesterday in Sykkylven to the city of Molde. And this is the first major settlement for a while. Molde has 21,500 people living there, and it is a town, city that has, well, there's been mentions of it back into late medieval times when it was a significant port for logs and timbers being shipped to England and the Netherlands, and it was made a city in 1742 to the great consternation of Trondheim and Bergen at the time. It was made a city together with Kristiansund at the time, and Bergen and Trondheim, and they sort of wanted, well, like all the cities at the time, they wanted to corner trades in what they looked upon as their area. And Bergen and Trondheim were vying for the control of the trade along the coast here, and of course both were upset that two more new cities were made. It grew slowly into a pleasant little town in the late 1800s. It was a small town which was the image of the town was one of quiet streets with well-kept gardens with a lot of roses and flowers, so it was dubbed the City of Roses for a long time. And since 1882 it has also been a harbor or visiting place for cruise ships, something that the German Kaiser Wilhelm II also helped projecting the image of, as he was a fan of coming up through the Norwegian fjords, at least up until the event of the First World War, which he got the news of while he was holidaying in Norway. There was unfortunately a city fire that laid waste to the old parts of the city, so the lovely part of town where they had all the gardens and roses was just incinerated and since rebuilt in brick and concrete, which probably is not very attractive. And to add to the woes, not the woes, but add to the woes of the city, it was bombed quite significantly in 1940 by the Germans, and so they had to rebuild the downtown area again. So the immediate downtown area, Molde, is fairly well. It is more modern in outlook. These days, what the city is most famous for is probably the Molde Jazz Festival, which is held every year, and they attract some of the largest, biggest names in contemporary jazz. Well, I guess every living jazz musician is a contemporary jazz musician. It's hard to book dead ones. And there's quite a lot of industry in the city, and most of it is related to the sea in some way, but there's also mineral water and various other things here. There's also a college, there's a hospital, loads of things, and I've been rambling for almost 5 minutes. So yeah, let's get on with this game. It is a town that has a lot to it, but let's see if this game reflects that. I guess it's also fitting that Molde is the unofficial road capital of Norway. That's because the Norwegian road authorities are located in the city. Well, how about that? A dead end. And so they got a lovely view also. So that's another thing the city is known for, its panoramic view of the mountains to the south. And we're quite far up, aren't we? Well, actually, no. But this is the highest street, it seems, in this particular area. And it is called Forgjellen. Okay, and that's a name I will not try to translate. That's a little too steeped in local dialects and linguistic history for me to decipher. Now, Sirivägen. Okay, someone called Siri. And it's not it's not the AI Siri. This one predates her quite significantly. Mekvägen. Okay, so we're in the Mek district of town. And let's see, I'm not entirely sure where. Okay, so it's on the south side of town. Because here we got the ferry that goes across from Vestnes coming into the city. So Mek could that be all the way down here? Yes, it is. Oh, yes, Forgjellen. Mekvägen. And we were all the way up there. Let's see. Do we go all the way to the very end of the road here? Yeah, that's good enough, I'd say. Good start. Can we move down? Nope, we cannot move down. What the? Seriously? Oof. Okay, this will be a challenge. Okay, so we can see the fjord down there. But this is just nuts. This is just plain simple nuts. Now, let's see. Okay, so here's a... Are we... I know there was one road that was included. And that was one that headed up to some viewing. Could this be this road? I have a feeling it might be. So yeah, it's a road up to a viewpoint. Let's see, there's a parking lot. What does it say? Blah 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 blah. No littering. No dumping of wastes. Yes. So okay, so right now we're here. There's a footpath here somewhere. So yeah, but this is also something you have to consider when we're talking about Norway, and that is our culture for going on hikes. And because, well, the nature is there, why not make use of it? So okay, so we had that thing there, which I believe must be this one. Or is it that one? Ooh. Well, I could actually fit with both. Although here we got this bend there, and we got this footpath there. But yeah, oh yeah, and of course we got the pond. Yeah. So, looking westwards, we're looking south of the pond. Here-ish, right? Let's see, we've come out of that bend. So, should be about there, shouldn't we? No. We're not that far along, are we? Could of course count between those two footpaths. That is an option. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 to that one. And to the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish. So 6 and 3 is 9. 4.5 is roughly there. That shouldn't be too bad. Let's move it down there. Good. But yeah, Norwegians, quite a lot of Norwegians are very fond of going for hikes out in the nature, and quite often close to cities you'll find, well, this is not a trail but a road, but you see there's an extensive network of foot trails here for people to check out and use. Okay, this looks very much like a hospital to me. And let's see whether it is or not. Fylkeshus. Oh, okay. So this could actually also be the region administration buildings as well, because Molde is the administration capital of the Møre and Romsdal region, which is roughly here. So that could well be the administration for the entire thing. What we will need to figure out where that is in that case is a circle K. Okay. And yeah, this is right downtown, isn't it? That must be a Hotel Alexandria. Quality Hotel Alexandria. Okay, so this is a hotel. This is not an administration building. And this is right downtown. Yeah, that's the harbor authorities. Let's move on a little more. Just have a little look. Okay, so this is... Oh, this is Hurtigruten, the Coastal Express. That... No, it's not. I thought for a moment it was. That's a cruise ship. I guess another hotel. And that is Folkets, which is usually the home of the local Labour Party. And accountant office. A studio of some sort. That could well be the kiosk down on the ferry pier, which it isn't. But anyways, Fløtmannsgata, Storgata Main Street, well, that makes evil sense, doesn't it? So, let's see, here's that street. Now, here's the Fløtmann Street, and here's the Alexandra. So we were up here somewhere. Alright, we are just as this bend has started. We are looking past this corner of this building. So somewhere there-ish. Yeah, that should be good. Quite so. Okay. Green area of town. So where might this be then? Okay. Downtown and North Town. Okay, that's interesting. What does it say here? This leads on to the 64. It's not the 64, but it leads on to the 64. There's a golf course and a skiing hill. Could we be on the... Yeah, there we are. That's the golf club. So we must be on this road. Yeah, that's got to be it. And that is most likely this one. Yeah. So we have this building right on the road. Is it this one? It's got to be, because that is that. Well, we got this sprawling thing behind us, so it's an old farmyard, that's for sure. Excuse me. Once again. Okay, looking perpendicular, we're looking straight at the corner of this building, so we should be about there, just on the opposite side of the road. Excuse me again. That's a good one. What on earth is going on with this then? Ah, this must be... Yeah, this must be heading up to that viewpoint. This could be somewhere I'm stuck out for. Oh man, I got this absolute vicious itch in my throat. Hang on. Now, how is that for a panorama? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And it looks like I'm in luck. Except for the fact I have to cough again. But I'll try to tough it out to the end of this recording. Let's see. So we got a fairly significant bend here. And we're coming up on... Yeah, so this must be here. So I'm very close to that bend. And then this bend is coming up over here. Right? Yeah. So we are almost... I would say we're there. Let's go for that. Oof! Oh, that was almost very expensive, but yeah, we managed to play Molde perfectly as well. Well, we did get one downtown and a nice spread around the city, but I could have done with one less of these two. Maybe that one. I will keep that one for the panorama. And that definitely means that next time I go to Molde, I will have to go up there, because I've never been there. Well, all the times I've been to Molde, I've just been driving through to take the ferry or arrive by the ferry. So yeah, that is episode 59 and a lot of coughing in the bag. So please check in tomorrow for episode 60. Until then, bye bye.